Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Traffic Jam. This week, there's a very exciting episode in store because we have Issa here. Um, I was gonna say some words to describe you, but there's really just not any. She's just one of a kind.
Wow.
And you'll hear why soon. But Issa's my friend, and we're going to be kind of doing interview style. We're going to be just a little chatty, and also you'll just find out the scoop about Issa and what's going on in her life, how we became friends. We're going to get into all of that. So, Issa, welcome.
Thank you, Cameron. I'm very excited. This is my first guest appearance on anything, so
First and not the last.
yeah, hopefully, yeah. You're getting me all this exposure, so now my phone's going to be ringing off the hook after this.
Yes, this is going to make you a star. You listened to what we said, right?
Yes, I do. I love what we said.
Okay. We both love that podcast, and maybe someday we'll have a podcast like that, or we'll just be guests on there.
Oh, that should be our new goal.
How can we just bombard them with messages and
Well, they don't even really do guests very much anymore, which I did like it when they had guests on, but
oh yeah, that's a good point.
But their stories and stuff are good too.
Yeah, they're hilarious. Yeah, if you guys haven't listened to What We Said podcast before, go listen to them because they're hilarious. Wait, no, listen to my podcast.
Yeah.
We're in a competition.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll stick with our usual beginning of the podcast things and do a little recap of our weeks. So, Issa, do you want to go first, or do you want me to?
You go first, because then I'll talk about that way I can see how long you go on.
Okay,
how much
okay. Well, actually, I don't know if I told you this, but this past week I stayed home from work for a couple days because I was sick.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that.
Okay. Yeah, so I went to work last Monday and Tuesday, and then Tuesday night I came back home from work and my throat was starting to hurt, and I'm like, oh no, I hope this doesn't turn into anything. And I don't really get sick that often, but around this time last year, I did get COVID. I was so sick, but I haven't been sick since then, and so I was just oh, I just do not I just didn't want to be sick. And
Did you have
what?
Did you have to go get tested this week?
Yeah, I did. So I was thinking I would be fine, but I woke up on Wednesday morning and my throat was just burning, and I couldn't breathe through my nose, and my body just hurt, and I was like, okay, I cannot go to work like this. So then I got a hold of our office manager, and I just told her, I'm like, I cannot come. I feel so terrible. And also it's hard in dental hygiene because you can't you don't want to get the patient sick.
Right.
Either. And so if you're sick, you kind of have to stay home, which I guess is a good thing. But so I didn't go to work that day, and I just pretty much laid in bed all day. And then she's like, tell me later today how you're feeling. And later in the day, I just still felt so bad. And so I was like, yeah, I cannot come tomorrow either. And luckily, I only work Monday through Thursday. So I knew I was going to have Friday off. So I just didn't end up working on Wednesday or Thursday. And both of those days, I just was so sick. Just very congested, and my body just hurt, and my throat hurt so bad, and I had no energy, and I just forgot how terrible being sick was, because
yeah.
I don't know, somehow I've dodged it for a long time. So anyway, on Thursday I went to go get tested because, well, to see if I got exposed at work, but also because I was supposed to get my booster on yesterday.
Oh.
And so I'm like, well, I can't get my booster if I am sick with it, But my test was negative.
Oh, so that's good.
It was just the flu or something. And then Friday I was starting to feel a little bit better. And Saturday morning I woke up and I still wasn't feeling great, but I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go and see what they say. And then if they tell me no, you have to come back, then fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I still went on Saturday to go get my vaccine, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you should be fine. Just like drink lots of water because you're probably not going to feel good." And I was like, "Great," but I feel fine. I feel fine today. Like my nose is just like stuffy.
Yeah,
But that
that
was a very long explanation. Sorry,
no,
but
I'm glad there.
spent the week being sick. So
Dang, that sucks. I haven't had COVID as far as I know. So
it's
I've
terrible.
avoided. All right, is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay, my week was pretty good actually. I just worked all week and things at work are pretty chill right now. And then on Thursday, I live in Texas, which I think we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
But I flew home to Idaho. The the flights were so expensive. Like if I wanted to fly on the weekend days, like on a Saturday or Sunday.
Mhm.
And so I ended up flying out, like even though Thanksgiving's not till next week, I left on Thursday and then we're not leaving until the Monday after Thanksgiving because it like cut the price of the tickets in half if we did it that way. So I'm honestly going to be home for quite a while, but I took the whole week of Thanksgiving off. So I'm on vacation right now and I'm really happy about that. And last night, okay, this is probably the highlight of my week. Last night, I'm from a really small town in Idaho called Kimberly, and we had our Miss Kimberly pageant. And my mom is like a mentor for it, and my little brother was like an escort for it. He like got to escort his little girlfriend, and it was just like really entertaining, honestly. To have you ever like, did you ever do a pageant like that, or have you ever watched one?
No. I've seen one before. But
They're very entertaining. I did not do Miss Kimberly, but I did a different one in our community, and they're really hard. They're definitely a lot more fun to just watch. But
I didn't know that value. That's funny.
yeah, yeah, it was a good time. And so yeah, that was my week.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So do like a lot of people, so is it like the kind of pageant where there's like different portions? There's like talent, and then you like
Yeah.
there's like I can't
So
think of what they're.
they have to do like an interview and they have a platform, like a community service platform. So that's all judged before the actual show,
Mhm.
like the rest of it in the evening. So then the part that like the audience gets to come watch is they do a talent and then they do poise where they like walk around the stage and fall down and then they have to answer an impromptu question. But then they have like the high school boys like escort the girls and they do like a dance together and
Oh, okay.
boys like the boys do like a funny dance, just them. It's like a time filler while girls are changing and stuff, but
Mhm.
like both of my brothers have done it now and it's always like the highlight of the show to like watch the boys like goofing off on. It's just fun. So
Yeah, that sounds so fun.
yeah, it was entertaining.
Very entertaining. Yeah, I'd be interested to see what that is like. I didn't even know there was like anything. I guess they would have that makes sense that they have pageants like everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, they win like scholarship money, so
And it
yeah,
bucks.
yeah.
That's cool. That's really fun actually. So you like used to go to them a lot more, like when you were home.
Yeah, well, I've been because since my mom is like involved in them, like I've watched them the past couple years, and yeah, when I was in high school, like I said, I never did it, but I would go watch my friends in it and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Cool. That's fun.
yeah, it was fun.
That was awesome. Wow. Guess I need to go see. I've never like seen one in
Did
real.
your high school not do one?
No.
Oh, that's interesting. What high school did you go to again?
Columbia?
Columbia. That kind of
Yeah.
surprises me.
Yeah, they're like a bigger school too.
They must be like a Miss Boise or something, and maybe
Yeah. They have like there's like something there. It's like distinguished young woman or something.
oh, that's the one I did.
Okay. They have
Yeah,
something like that. That was
Yeah.
just a community thing. Is that kind of similar?
Yeah, so the one in our area, it was the whole Magic Valley.
Uh-huh.
So Magic Valley Distinguished Young Women, but then if you won that one, they had like a state one. So
Oh,
whoever won it in your
next level.
yeah, right. So
Okay. That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Wait. Well,
Wait. What would you do if you had to do a talent? Like on stage? Oh, you dance.
probably dance. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I probably would. Like I did solos in high school, so
Yeah.
probably that.
Yeah. That's good. Because
Right.
some of them like sign up for it and then some of them don't necessarily have like a stage talent. So they have to learn something, you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like what do people do? What would you do? Do you have a talent?
I would play the piano, which,
Wait, I did not know you could play the piano.
well, exactly. I'm not a pianist anymore, but if I had to like perform on stage, like I could take off my acrylic nails and practice the song to but yeah, they like there's a lot of piano players, dancers, one girl clogged. There's
Okay.
always like one monologue.
Oh.
Yeah. And then the girl that won played the violin. She played Phantom of the Opera on the violin.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Yeah. So,
Wow, that's impressive.
yeah.
Yeah, that would probably be like the most fun to watch. Well, I would like to see like the fancy dresses.
Yeah.
I love getting dressed up. I wish I like always had a reason to like wear fancy clothes.
I know. Yeah. I feel like after you get married, you don't have.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sadly. Okay, let's move on to traffic jam of the week.
All right.
Were you finished with your week recap?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm done.
No, that's okay. Okay, my traffic jam of the week. If you are new here, you don't know what we're talking about by traffic jam of the week. It is really just like something that we are complaining about. Like it's just like how traffic in life is just like annoying and just like nobody likes it and yeah, it's just something that nobody likes or like something to complain about. Then like it's a metaphor in the podcast here. Like the traffic jam. We talk about the traffic jams of life and just like terrible, just like annoying things. So my traffic jam for this week, I decided has to be a stuffy nose.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Because I feel like I mean I kind of still have it right now. Like my nose is just kind of plugged up. But like those 2 days earlier this week or last week, like on Wednesday and Thursday when I was homesick, I the whole entire day, like both of those days, I couldn't like absolutely could not breathe through my nose. And I don't know if I just like forgot how I don't know, like it was like making me panic, like having to breathe through my
Oh,
mouth. It was like it felt so like constricting.
yeah.
I don't even know how to describe it. But I was just like so like my mouth was like getting so dry because I had to like could only breathe through my mouth. Like, it's kind of gross. But I just it was just driving me nuts because I I'm definitely like a nose breather.
Yeah.
And maybe it's like different for people who are like mouth breathers, but I like don't ever breathe through my mouth. And
Well,
so
I would say that's the right thing to breathe. Like mouth breathers. But yeah, it's one of those things where you don't even like appreciate how nice it is to be able to breathe through your nose until you can't. Like you don't think about it.
yeah, and then you're like, what did I do before this? Like, oh,
Yeah.
that's so nice.
Well, and then when okay, does this ever happen to you where like your nose is so stuffy and then finally it clears up and you can breathe, but then it kind of like burns? It's like
Yes, that's
you
how
don't
it used to be today.
yeah. It's like
Yeah.
and you're like, well, at least I can breathe, but this kind of hurts a little bit. So
Yeah. That's a good point. I wouldn't have thought of that. I was wondering why it was feeling like that today.
no, yeah.
That is so funny. To think about that.
I
Wow, I'm
think
glad
it's
this
still
doesn't happen to me.
but it's like it's still bad. You can't win.
Yeah, you just being sick just sucks.
Yeah.
So that's my complaint this week. What's your traffic jam?
My traffic jam of the week has been a traffic jam for 10 years of my life. And that is acne. My that is something I've dealt with for a really long time. And my skin has been pretty clear this whole year because I've been to the dermatologist many times. So it hasn't really vexed me this past year, but this past week my skin was like breaking out. And it's like one of those things where I never know, because I've dealt with it for so long, I'm never sure, like, okay, is it here to stay, or is this just like a little breakout that will go away in a few days? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that was just annoying me this week that my skin was breaking out. But I actually think it's clearing up. Like the past day or two, it's been getting better. So
That's
I don't think I'm gonna have to go to the dermatologist, but I was like, oh my gosh, if this is coming back to stay again, I'm gonna be peeved.
Yeah, that's annoying.
You don't think you're still gonna have acne when you're 23 years old, but
yeah, seriously, you think you should be done with it after like high school. Well, I cannot even tell. Like your skin looks really clear right here. We're on Zoom, by the way, so like we can like see each other.
yeah. Well, thank you.
I was telling Isa before we started recording that you guys should just see it. She looks like an angel right now because the lighting is just like so great. She just looks like she's like glowing. It's
wow. No, yeah, I knew. I mean, obviously it's a podcast, so they're not going to see me, but I had a window.
I need to like, do we even have any pictures of us together?
I was thinking about that. I was like, I'll like post about this, but I don't even know.
Yeah, because I need to post something like with you.
Maybe we need to just screenshot our Zoom call and
yeah. Wait, let me take a picture really quick, at least so we can document.
Okay.
Okay, smile. Oh wow. All right. That's a good traffic jam. That just really sucks.
Yeah.
Do you feel like for you, is there anything specific that like triggers it at all? Like a time of year or like
that's the thing. Like I try to
like
I probably don't eat my diet probably doesn't help. I eat out a lot and drink a lot of Diet Coke. But I've actually been on Accutane twice.
Yeah.
And so that's why it's been clear this past year, because I did go on Accutane.
Yeah.
So I think now my breakouts aren't as severe as they used to be. So it's probably just like diet and sleep and being a girl hormone. So
yeah, the most terrible combination.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it just is annoying that it's like that things that are like easy or fun, like eating out and stuff, or like just random things like being a girl. It's like all of those things together just
yeah
cause problems for us. Like, why does it have to be like that?
I definitely, because I've dealt with it for so long though, I don't let it used to like really wreck my confidence, but I feel like I've gotten better at like not caring about it quite as much.
Yeah.
So
that's good. That's a hard thing to do sometimes.
Yeah. So to all you listeners, you're beautiful, even if you have
each and every one of you. Okay, great.
True beauty the inside.
Yeah. Love yourself the way you are.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to like who you are, and just gonna like, yeah, I just have like some fun kind of like interview questions for you. And if you guys are wondering about the title of this podcast, like the name of this episode, even before I met Isa in real life, when I heard about her, and we'll like tell you how, but I heard about her, and then we started following each other on Instagram, and Issa is like a unique name, and like in your bio on Instagram, it says it's like Lisa without the L.
Uh-huh.
And I just thought that was hilarious. Like that is so clever, and I just like, thought that was so funny. And so that's just like that's like the first thing that I like kind of like associated with you. Like before I like met you, I was like, this girl's like hilarious. Like she's so like clever.
I know that. Thank you.
So like do you get like I don't know, have people ever like said anything about like your name, or like do you know like the reason like behind
Yeah. So, well, my name, where it came from, when my mom was a little girl, like seriously, like 11 years old, I think is when she met this friend. She had a friend named Issa, and she just really liked it. And so she just always knew she wanted to name one of her daughters Issa. But it's spelled Isa. And so it always kind of throws people off. Like substitute teachers would always like call me Isa or Issa. And then when people hear me say it, I'll be like, I'm Issa. And they're like, Issa question mark. And so that's how I always explain it to people. I'm like, yeah, it's like Lisa, but without the L. And then that like helps people remember it. And they're like, oh, okay. And sometimes when I go like to restaurants and stuff and they ask for my name, I just say Lisa because it's easier. Like,
that's funny.
So, but yeah, I like my name. It like gives me an extra few seconds of attention when I meet people because they're unique names. So
yeah, I think it's really cool. Like I like short, like solid names like that.
Well,
like,
thank you.
I think it's cool. Also, only Issa I've ever known is Issa the iguana from Dora.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I've gotten that a couple times. Yeah. Okay, when I was in first grade though, there was a boy named Issa in my class, and he spelled it the exact same.
Really?
Like bizarre. Like, why would they put us in the same class? Like, it was
weird. Yeah, that's so interesting.
That's the only other Issa I've met that spells it the same, besides my mom's friend.
How else would you spell it?
I know a girl named Isabella, and she goes by Issa, but she spells it Eiza.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you're
so. Thank you.
Well, ISA is the best way. So.
Yeah, that is the right way. I'm
the Issa.
Yeah.
The one and only.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk really quick about how we met.
Okay.
And thank goodness we did. I just add. We haven't like actually known each other for that long. Like I feel okay, well, how long have we known each other? I met Issa through my husband Adam. And Issa and Adam went to college together. At at BYU Idaho, and then they both also were at ISU.
Mm-hmm.
And so then when Adam and I met and we started dating, I don't know how, I guess maybe like I went to go see him or something when you guys were in the lab.
Mm-hmm.
And you were there or something, or he was telling me about people that he worked with in the lab. And
I remember too, I like knew about you because yeah, like Adam and I, we worked in the lab together. We had a lot of the same classes together, but we weren't in the same ward. We didn't go to church together at ISU.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, like, how's your ward? Like, how's the people you go to church with? And he like told me like, oh, I have a girlfriend. And I was like, oh, no way. Like, show me a picture. And so like, I like knew about you and I had heard about you. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I was so excited.
That's so funny.
It is funny because me and Adam, we were like friends, but it's not like we were like best buddies or anything. And then when I met you, I feel like the three of us all like really bonded and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I kind of said that earlier, but like when I saw your Instagram and like, just like he was like kind of like telling me about you, and he's like, I feel like he said he would say a couple times, like he's like, you guys just need to meet because I feel like you're like the same person, or like I feel like you really like her. And I was like I could totally see that, like she's so cool, like I want to like be friends with her.
Oh my gosh, wow, that is so nice.
I
Oh
just,
yeah, I didn't have a ton of friends at Idaho State because I wasn't there for very long.
yeah.
And so yeah, I was like, yeah, like you need to bring her around. Like I want to meet her
Yeah.
and hang out.
Yeah. So like the first time
Also,
we ever hung out. Oh, sorry, go
oh no, I was just gonna say I do agree. Like even as I've been listening, I'm a loyal Traffic Jam podcast listener for the record, and
ahead.
like talking on the podcast, I'm like, oh my gosh, I do that, or like, like I do feel like we have a lot in common. So
Yeah.
we hit it off well.
Yeah, we really did. I feel like we definitely like bonded really fast. Like so the first time we ever hung out, like the first time I ever met you, wasn't it when I came over to your grandparents' house to watch The Bachelor? I think that was like the first time I ever like talked to you in person. And I was like kind of nervous because I was like, oh, I hope she likes me. But also I like didn't feel that nervous because I was like, I feel like we already know each other. Like we had like I feel like we had like talked or something, maybe like
Maybe
like
so. You
message
follow,
like
we followed each other on Instagram at that
yeah.
point, right?
Yeah. So then like so we both like knew that the other person was like into The Bachelor and it was like Peter's season or something.
Was it really?
Yeah. Yeah. And you were like, yeah, come over and like watch it. So then Adam and I came over with you and Ashley to
Oh
watch
yeah.
it. And then like the four of us would like hang out and like watch The Bachelor every week. And
Honestly, quite the crew.
it was the crew and like it just like felt totally normal, I feel like.
Yeah.
And then we were just like friends. Like
Yeah. If there's one thing that brings people together, I would say it's The Bachelor.
right. Are you watching the season right now?
Yes, but I'm behind. I haven't watched this past week's episode. Did I miss anything juicy?
Not really.
Really?
Um
Who's your
it was Joe kind of like shined in this episode and I really like him. So
interesting?
yeah.
I was so confident that it was going to be Nate at the end, but now I'm thinking Joe maybe.
Yeah. I think I could see either of them. And also Brandon, kind of.
Oh yeah.
She seems to really like him. I feel like he'll make it far, yeah. But
Yeah.
he seems very young too, though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like I think she likes him, but I think she'll pick someone more like at her same level.
Yeah.
At the end.
Yeah. Is there anyone that you like that you really don't like, or anyone that you really do like?
I do like Joe and Nate. They seem like cool guys. The thing is she's been like getting rid of the drama really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, did she get rid of Chris this week? He was like the new villain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's gone now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. See, she gets rid of him fast. So like before I can really like let the hatred fester, they're already gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you agree with like I love that she's like normal and
No, yeah.
like a good like genuine person. But I've heard people saying that they don't like this season or they think it's boring because they think that she's boring because she's like good.
No, I don't agree because I think Michelle is really awesome and I'm just a loyal Bachelor watcher. I think the problem is I think kind of why people are probably getting bored is because we have had no breaks this year. Like it's been one season after the other.
That's true.
So I feel like Michelle kind of just got the short end of the stick because she's like at the end of a year of nonstop Bachelor content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good point. I wouldn't have thought of that.
So I don't know. And coming off of Paradise, like everybody loves Paradise the most.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
do you like The Bachelor or The Bachelorette better?
I think I like The Bachelor better because I like the girls. Like I like the girls, yeah.
I like seeing their outfits. I like their drama better.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. But Paradise is probably the best though. Did you watch
this was actually the first season that I watched Paradise start to finish.
Okay, yeah.
So
yeah, I got some cute out of Paradise.
Yeah, I really love Serena.
Yeah, Serena and Joe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Also, I'm like totally in love with Deandra.
She's not the one dating Riley, right?
No, but she was like friends with him. She like left early because she let me show you a picture of her. She left early because she didn't like connect with anyone really, but she's like just so beautiful.
Who was she with?
I don't really think she ever was with like anybody. Ivan gave her a rose once, I think.
Oh.
Um her.
Oh yeah, she's really pretty.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Maybe she'll be back.
Yeah, see there's her with Ivan. It's like they're friends.
Oh yeah.
He gave her a rose once, but like she didn't really ever like date.
Yeah. Okay, I know we kind of talked about this on Marco Polo, but have you started listening to any Bachelor podcasts?
No, still not yet. You told me need to listen to Becca Martinez and who else?
So yeah, Becca's podcast is called Chatty Broads. And then the other one I listen to is Nick Viall's podcast.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that's how you say his name, but
they're doing it on Michelle season right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to. I will this week. I totally forgot.
No, they're good. That's how I like it. I know your work life is a bit different than mine, but I like listen to them at work.
I wish that I could.
Like get me through the day.
I wish I could just have like one earphone, like an earphone in.
Yeah.
under like my scrub cap, and my patient's talking. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Your patient tries to say something. You're like, can you hold that thought? Becca's talking.
Yeah. I know. That's like one thing that you think would be like common sense about my job, and like I should have been prepared for that. But now that I'm in it, I'm like, why didn't I think this through? Like, I kind of wish that I would have. Like, I was just telling Adam the other day, I feel like I have always been a people person, and I like to be around people and like talk to people, and like I feel like it being easy to like talk to people and being more like extroverted is like one of my strengths.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, oh, like dental hygiene, like that'll be perfect for me. That's like what the job is.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't like think about like getting tired of that.
Yeah.
And so I like want to come home, and I'm like, I have been talking to people all day. Like I just want to like be alone. Let me just like listen to music. I just want to listen to a podcast.
Yeah.
I'm like on all day with like
Yeah.
and like trying to like entertain them, and like there's like a ton of like customer service in it that I didn't realize there was, and I'm just like, why did I not like consider that?
No, yeah, I never thought about it that way either. Because yeah, even extroverts have a limit. Those.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm jealous that you can listen to some while you work. But okay, so tell us then what you do for your job and like how you decided to do that.
All right. So I
You
am
ended up in Texas.
Yes, I am almost officially a CPA, which is what Adam does. Has he like actually gone through the final hoops to like get his certificate? Yeah,
because now his hours are like split between two places.
Oh.
So he's trying to like figure that out.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh, that makes sense.
Because he has hours from where he did his internship, and then like he's not working at that same like firm right now. So
yeah. So yeah, that's how me and Adam know each other, is because we both studied accounting in school. So yeah, I work at a public accounting firm, and I do taxes. And people always want to know if I work at one of the big 4 accounting firms. And no, I do not. And that's on self-care.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you glad you don't?
Yeah, I would never want to work at a big one. But yeah, I do taxes, and the firm I work for, it's still relatively big. It's like 17 or 18 in the country. So it's like a national firm. But our specialty in my office that I work in is car dealerships. So that's like who a lot of our clients are. So I do tax returns for like all the car dealerships in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, which is where I live. I live in Fort Worth, Texas. And I ended up there. So I did my undergrad at BYU, Idaho. That's where I got my bachelor's of accounting. And then to graduate from BYUI, you're required to do an internship. And so one of my accounting professors, he just thought I would be a good fit for this accounting firm. And so in 2019, I went and did an internship there in Fort Worth, Texas. And I just really liked it. I've lived in Idaho my whole life. I stayed in Idaho for school, and I love Idaho. I'll always be an Idaho girl. But I was like, you know what? I'm single. I can do what I want. I have this degree. I just want to try like living outside of Idaho while I can and try living in a bigger city. And so at the end of my internship, they offered me a job and I said, sure. So then I went back and finished my master's degree at Idaho State, my master's of accounting. And I took the CPA exam. And yeah, then in January of 2021, I moved back to Fort Worth to start my big girl job. I've girl bossed my way into a career. So
Yes. That's like, I feel like that's another iconic thing that you said. I feel like, okay, I just feel like there's a bunch of things about you that are just like iconic because I feel like you're so I just like that you are, to me at least, you just seem like you're very much yourself. You just like seem so sure of yourself, and I just like really admire that. And there's just like things about you that I just think are just like really cool. So I mean,
wow, oh my gosh,
we could talk like for forever about that. But the other day we were complaining, or I guess anyway, we talked on Marco Polo, and there was just one time, I don't know if it was a few weeks ago or whatever, that you were saying I girl boss too hard.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's so relatable.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I was trying to do the same thing. Like I mean, before I met Adam, I was just like, I was just so into like being independent. I wanted to like be a career woman. I was like, this is like, that was just what I wanted to do. And like, I still kind of feel like that, but like I'm not anymore because of like, now we're actually like doing like, jobs that like we were like working so hard for. And so I feel like that's very relatable to like some other people our age like that are listening and stuff, that like we wanted to like do boss things and like have adult jobs and yes, and be independent and like be doing all this stuff, and now it's like, wait, this is really hard.
Well, you realize, you're like, okay, like, well, like just, because I came home to my hometown just the other day, and I like ran into somebody I know, and they were like, so like, are you going to stick with accounting? And I'm like, well, like, what's my other option? Like, like, that's the degree I have. Like, I mean, technically there are like other things I could go do, but it's like, well, like, this is, I'm an accountant. Like, this is what I signed up for. Like, but that's it, like hit me this year, and we've talked about this, like it hit you too. Like, this is like my life. Like, I like in school, the school year ends, you feel like you're like moving and changing, but you're like, dang, like I gotta do this until I retire.
Now it's like,
or have a baby, I guess, whichever comes first.
I know. And then even after that, it's like you raise your kids and stuff, and then it's like maybe you like work a little bit part-time, or then when your kids are grown up, it's like you don't have to do it again. Yeah. Anyway, I feel the same. But are you liking Texas? Are you glad overall, do you feel like glad with like where
my choice
you're at and like what you're doing?
So, well, I will say, kind of going back to the job thing before I move on to Texas, when we started Marco Poloing a few weeks ago, you like really caught me at like a low point of my job. It was like a bad time of the year for taxes.
Was that in the summer?
Huh?
Was that in the summer?
I think so. So like there's like two kind of busy seasons of tax. And yeah, I think we started Marco Poloing before that, like September and October deadline. We were like, things were picking up again where we were getting busy. So yeah, I like was working overtime, and I think too, like I thought, because I've been a full-time employee there now since January, and I think I thought by now I would just like have everything mastered and just really know what I was doing, never have to ask any more questions. But that is not the case at all. Like I still have questions, I'm still learning, and that's like normal. Like it's not like I'm gonna get fired or something. It's not like I like necessarily suck at it, but I just didn't realize like how long it was gonna take to like learn everything, I guess, and feel super confident. But yeah, I am. But now, like, so those tax deadlines ended. Now it's like the holiday season and we're not busy. So now I'm like, I love my job. It's going great. Like, I have like a positive attitude about it right now. So yeah, there's just definitely high points and low points of my first year.
Yeah.
But sorry, that wasn't even necessarily like the question you asked me.
No, that's good. That's good to know.
But yeah, I really enjoy Texas. It's made me appreciate Idaho. Like I do want to come back to Idaho eventually. I love my small town, and I think that hopefully, like if I get married and have a family, like I would like to raise a family more in an environment like Idaho. But for being like young and single and independent, the Dallas area is super fun. There's like so much to do, and I've just never lived in a place where everything is so close. There's like so many restaurants to try. Like there's the Ranger Stadium, like we can go to baseball games whenever we want. And I work downtown, so like I really feel like a girl boss because like I like park in a parking garage.
Yeah.
And
you're like in the city.
Right. Yeah. Like our suite is like on the 16th floor of this building. I like have my little key card to ride the elevator up. And so yeah, it's really fun. And Fort Worth too is like a good mix of like city, but still it's like Fort Worth is interesting because it's a city. But when you think of Texas and you think of like cowboys and rodeos and stuff like that, that's very much Fort Worth still.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. I think too, honestly, the people in Texas are similar to the type of people that live in Idaho, just on like a bigger scale. So, and also, sorry, I'm really rambling now, but
I like hearing all this stuff. Yeah.
I didn't have to move to Texas alone. My best friend that I met at BYUI, she graduated, she finished school as well, and she was like, I don't want to say in Rexburg. She's from Kentucky, but she didn't really want to go back to Kentucky. Like, you know what? I'll just come to Texas with you. So I do think that made a difference too, like not having to show up alone. 'Cause, like, imagine if you had to move to DC without Adam. Like,
yeah, that'd be so hard.
Yeah. So overall, it's been a fun year.
Yeah, that's good.
That's cool.
Well, I love Texas. Like, and I mean, I've only been to Dallas once. I spent a week there because I have my aunt and cousins live in Allen.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went there a couple years ago. And like spent a week there, and I just like thought it was so fun. I feel like Texas is just like a happy place.
Yeah, cool place. We need to plan, like, I want you and Adam need to come to Fort Worth.
Yeah.
I really want to come to DC because I've never been to DC before. Yeah. But I think it would be so fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be super fun.
Yeah.
Show each other around.
No, yeah. What's like your favorite thing you've seen in DC? Have you been to like the Smithsonian?
Yeah. We've got to do like all the touristy stuff, which has been really fun. Like there are so many museums here, and like they're all free. It's so nice.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Like everything's free.
Yeah, and we're like totally getting spoiled here because I know that when we have a trip planned to go to New York in a few weeks, and like all the museums, like everything there costs money. It's like only in DC that everything's free.
Yeah.
So that's been really nice. Like I've been to the Natural History Museum a few times, which is so cool. It has like all the animals and like has like
Yeah.
bones and it has gems and um like like dinosaurs and stuff. I
Hmm.
really like that kind of thing. So I've been there a couple times. And they have, I don't even know how many art museums there are. I've been to like 3, but there's like different kinds of art museums. Like
Yeah.
there's the National like Art Gallery, which is like everything, and it's just like it's so big that you can't even like see it all in one day.
Oh yeah.
But then there's like there are also like other like small galleries. There's like a portrait gallery. There's a gallery that like it has different themes like based on like the time of I don't know if it's like the time of year or whatever, but when we went it was like Asian art. And so it's like
Wow.
these old like scrolls and all this stuff of like this like Chinese stuff. Yeah. So
That's yeah.
they're really cool.
I love going to stuff like that, so I think DC would be really cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. The monuments, like I never get tired of seeing them. Like
Yeah.
it's so like we're very very close to DC. We live in Northern Virginia, so we're like right outside
Mm.
DC. But it takes like 5 or 10 minutes to drive there and get like downtown, like to where like the Capitol is and everything. Um, but there's a little like lookout area that's like a 5 minute walk from our house. It's right by the Arlington Cemetery, and
Oh
it's like a lookout. It's kind of like on a hill, so that's like a 5 minute walk from our house, and you just like look out and you can see the whole Arlington Cemetery, and you can see like the Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Monument, the White House, like the Capitol, like right there. Like
wow, that's
so
awesome.
it's really cool to like be that close to like so many like huge things.
Yeah, that's really incredible. I
Okay.
don't think, did you tell me you were going to New York? That's exciting.
I don't think so. That's kind of like that's like a more recent thing. We've been wanting to go and we didn't know when we were going to, and then we're like, let's just like go for a weekend because
Yeah.
like I get done. My last day of work every week is on Thursday,
Hmm.
and Adam could just like take off Friday. So we found like train tickets. It's I don't know what
Oh,
train is called, but there's a train that you can take there, and it's like 3 hours or something. And so we found a train ticket that leaves like on Thursday night and then comes back on Sunday. So then we'll have like Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
that's awesome.
and we're going for like for the weekend of my birthday on December 10th. So
Oh my, that's exciting. Are you gonna go to a Broadway musical?
I really want to. There are just like too many things to do. So we need to like
Yeah.
sit down today and figure out like what
Yeah,
all
like,
because I've never been there before.
mhm.
But Adam's been once, and so we just need to like sit down and figure out everything that we're
Yeah.
see how much we can cram in.
Yeah, that'll be way fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. So yeah, we do need to do that. We need to come to Dallas. Adam's never been to like anywhere in Texas before, and he knows I'm just like obsessed with it. But I'm like, we have to go so you can like see why. Like I just have like this love for Texas.
I mean, I do think Adam would like it. Not that I know Adam super well, but I could see him liking it. That's nice too. Like living on the East Coast, you're close to a lot of places like New York and stuff. In
Yeah.
Texas, there's like a lot to explore in Texas, but I don't feel,
Around it.
yeah, like I don't feel close to anything else really.
Yeah,
But
that's true. Yeah, pros and cons to both. I know. There's just want to like go everywhere and see everything.
I know.
Okay. I have some rapid fire questions for you before
Okay.
we finish up here because I think it's been like almost an hour. Yeah. Um, okay. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
First is what well okay. What's your favorite food?
My favorite food, chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Only my sweet chocolate chips, no milk chocolate chips. Semi sweet.
Really?
Do you disagree?
Yes.
Oh, tea.
I like milk chocolate chips.
Okay, interesting.
That's so funny. But actually, honestly, if I had to choose between any chocolate, I usually always pick white chocolate.
Okay, interesting. I'm not a huge.
usually like a white chocolate girl and a vanilla girl.
Okay, I can see that.
What are you?
I mean, I like milk chocolate. I don't really like white chocolate, but in my chocolate chip cookies, yeah, semi-sweet. I'm a firm believer.
Are you usually like chocolate or vanilla flavor?
Oh,
Like
sorry.
your ice cream or
For ice cream, usually vanilla.
good
Yeah.
choice. Okay. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I like cookies and cream ice cream the best. So
Oh, that's a good.
that's mostly vanilla.
I like cookies and cream. I would usually pick that, or I'd pick like something with Reese's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love peanut butter. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie, Fantastic Mr. Fox
Really?
or Austin Land.
I love Austin Land.
I know, I love Austin Land. Wait, have you seen Fantastic Mr. Fox?
Okay, no, but my sister and I always joke about it because we've only ever watched the scene where like he's like sneaking home and she's like, if what I think is happening is happening, it better not be.
No, you have to watch it, Cameron. I think you would like it.
I need to watch it. I don't know why I never have. I've only seen that scene because my sister and I always say that to each other. We're like, it better not be.
That is so funny. Okay, well, if you watch that, I loved your episode with your brother where you guys were talking about your favorite movies.
Oh yeah. Did you watch that you hadn't seen?
Sorry, what?
Did you watch any of those that you hadn't seen?
Not yet, but I have them like written down.
Okay.
I'm going to. I really want to watch Hunt for the Wilder People.
Yeah, that's the one you need to watch.
Because that was directed by the same guy that directed Jojo Rabbit, right?
Yeah, but I haven't seen Jojo Rabbit.
Okay, it's really good. Yeah, you should watch it.
Okay, I watched that and I watched Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Okay, and I'll watch People and the other ones on my list, which I'm forgetting, but
okay, that's funny. That's a good answer. Do you like being the oldest?
Yes, I love being the oldest. I take my responsibility as a big sister very seriously.
That's good.
And I like to be, my goal in life is to be the favorite sister.
Yeah. I feel the same.
Yeah.
We're both oldest. So
yeah.
Tell them how many like siblings you have. Like.
Okay. So I'm 23. My sister's 21. And then I have a brother that's 18 and a brother that's 16. And then our youngest sister is almost 13. So there's 3 girls and 2 boys.
Yeah, we're like almost exactly the same.
Yeah, well, and both our brothers are on missions right now.
Yeah. So our siblings' ages are all the same except your youngest. Okay, well, so I have a sister that's 21.
And
then my brother's 18. Well, he just turned 19. And then we skip, and my youngest brother's almost 13.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Is he in 7th grade?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my sister.
That's so funny. They're totally the same.
No, yeah. Well, yeah.
Your brother.
Oh, sorry.
Second to youngest. How old is he?
The brother. He's 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where my family skips.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I could tell, like, when I listened to your podcast with your little brother and then the one with your sister too, I was like, oh my gosh, like, this reminds me of me and my siblings. Like, you guys were just cute. I can just tell you guys, like, are really good friends and
just super close.
Happy.
You guys are too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I think my siblings are like the best. I'm like obsessed with them.
Yeah, that's how I
feel. Okay, what are your hobbies?
Okay, probably my favorite hobby, I really like to play golf. That's something my whole family does together. I also like to watch anime.
I was hoping you were going to say that.
Yeah, I love anime. That's something that I've really bonded with my brothers about.
Tell them about your Halloween.
Okay, too. Sorry, what?
Oh, go finish what you were saying first.
Oh, I was pretty much done. I just like anime.
Yeah, I was just going to say, tell them about your Halloween attires.
Oh, yeah. So for Halloween, me and my roommate, Kaylin, we dressed up as Sailor Moon and Sailor Jupiter, which is an anime that I watched when I was really young, actually. And I have short blonde hair, but Sailor Moon has like these super long blonde pigtails. So I bought these like fake ponytails and I like had to bobby pin them to my head, and like it was fun and like they looked good, but I mean they looked ridiculous, but I looked
Yeah, it
good.
looked great.
But they hurt my head so bad. I don't even know if I told you about that part, but I could barely keep them in for an hour. So bad.
Because they
So
were like heavy.
yeah, they were heavy, and like to get them to stay in, Caitlin, my roommate, she had to pin them on like super tight. It hurt so bad. I don't. That must be how JoJo Siwa feels all the time with like her super tight. I was like, I can do this. So like I left them on for like an hour, and then I had to take them out, even though I was like at the party, at a Halloween party. So
Yeah. Well, you
but
did
yeah,
a photo and it was iconic. So
yeah, I got the Instagram content, so that's what really matters in life. So
the only thing that matters is the likes.
yeah. Okay, also another hobby that I rediscover every few years, or maybe more like every few months, yoga. So I've been trying to get back into yoga recently.
Yeah. What have you been doing? Do you like
Well,
watch anyone or do you just like do your own thing?
so I'm on a hunt for a yoga studio in Fort Worth. I have like a couple friends that I think that we're like on this hunt together. We've like tried out a couple different ones. So I think I would pay for like a monthly membership at like a yoga studio. But I also I like signed up to do have you heard about like the 200-hour certification for like being a yoga instructor?
Yes, I have a friend that did it actually.
Okay, yeah. I like
You want to do that?
yeah. I like paid for it. I like have my like online course that I'm
Really?
gonna work on.
Oh, that's so cool.
So now I really have to do it because I paid for it. So
Yeah, you do. That's awesome.
yeah. My mom has taught yoga for a really long time, so that's how like I was introduced to it. So
Okay, that's cool.
yeah. This will keep me accountable. I've announced it to the world now.
Yeah, so now you have
The
to follow
listeners of
through.
Traffic Jam podcast. So now I have to follow.
Yeah, now I'm gonna ask you about it because I've been I never like really got into it until a few months ago. I started doing like yoga with Adriana on YouTube has like 30-day yoga journey things.
Mhm,
And so I'm like on her a second one right now that
mhm,
you do it for like 30 minutes every day and she just like teaches you about like breath work and all this kind of stuff, like the foundational things of it. And I feel like that's totally helped me right now with like anxiety and stuff. That's like
mhm.
really helped me. And so I want to like keep doing it and like get
Yeah.
better. So now you can teach me.
Okay, wait. I've like heard people rave about her.
She's
Is it all free on YouTube?
Mhm.
That's it. That's crazy, honestly. Maybe I should just do that
So many
instead.
videos. Yeah, you should do like a 30-day thing or not even that. Like she doesn't. It's not just 30-day ones. She has like she will post one like once a month or like once every couple weeks, and it's like yoga for stress or something. It's like just like all like random things. You can like
That's
just do random ones.
that's I've heard people are like really obsessed with her, so
Yeah,
I
I
should.
really like her. She's very calming.
Mhm.
And I like how she explains things. Like she's very much like it's not about like the fitness part of it and it's not about like you about like how good you are or whatever. It's like your personal experience with like connecting your body and like your mind and like your soul or like your spirit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome.
I,
Yoga really is interesting.
yeah.
Like not yeah, it's like good for you physically, but it's really interesting to learn about all of the like spiritual and mental
Yeah.
benefits. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
I like it. So that's cool. I did not know that about you. So
No, yeah, and I didn't know you'd been doing it too. So
keep me
That
updated with that.
motivates me to want to do it more too, so we can talk about it.
Yeah, cool. Okay, what's your favorite music artist?
Okay, right now I'm on a big Taylor Swift kick
Okay,
because Red just came out. Do you like Taylor Swift? I couldn't.
no, but I think
By
I'm
your
the only person that doesn't.
okay, I could kind of tell by your reaction. I was like, oh my gosh, does Cameron not like Taylor Swift?
No, but like I've seen like everybody posting about it, and I'm like, do I just give it a shot? Like, do I just try it and see if I like it? But I haven't liked her. I didn't really ever like get into her like Fearless. I liked like when I was younger. I was like way into that, but
Mm-hmm.
even just like the first Red, like after, I was just kind of like, I don't really like her. Like,
Interesting.
I'm not really into it. But I feel like that is such an unpopular opinion. So I am sorry for the look on my face. I didn't mean to do that. I was just
No. Have you listened to like Folklore and Evermore?
no.
I wonder if you would like those better than like Red 19, like those earlier ones.
Yeah.
Because they're a different vibe.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe I should. I don't know what it is. I just like don't. I just haven't ever really. Since then, I haven't really like liked her.
Interesting.
So
Wait, so who is like your favorite? I know you really like Lainey, right? Is that how you say it?
yeah,
Okay.
Lady's my favorite, and I usually I like bands more than artists. Like I love 1975,
Oh, I like 1975.
and like I've always loved Miley Cyrus.
Oh, I love Miley Cyrus. I have like a girl crush on her. She's awesome.
Yeah, me too. And I stuck with her through like her wild. Everyone says like, oh, I didn't like her during like her wild phase. I'm like,
You were loyal.
she was doing great. Like I was rooting for her the whole time.
She would pull through. She would.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
Okay. Two more.
okay.
Finish up. What is your dream vacation destination?
My dream vacation destination, honestly, this might be an unpopular opinion. I kind of think the beach is overrated.
Okay.
I would much rather go like to DC, like and go see all the sites there. I really want to go to Japan just because I enjoy anime. And so yeah, I think if I could go anywhere right this second, I would want to go to like Tokyo or something.
Yeah, that would be cool. I would like to go there too. I'm definitely a beach, like ocean girl though.
Yeah.
I would choose like ocean over like mountains.
Okay, interesting. What's like the best beach you've been to?
Um, California, um, like around like Newport and stuff.
Oh,
But
that's right now.
what?
That's where my brother is right now on his mission.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's waiting for his
Oh, I
visa.
love that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
Oh,
you.
that's cool. That's cool. Um, yeah, I like that because it's like warm, but also
Huh.
I went to the Oregon coast a couple years ago with my sister, and like around Muscowan, if you know where that is. Like it was like there's like a Tillamook factory there and everything.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the Oregon coast, and that was like beautiful. But we even went in the summer and it was like freezing cold. But
okay, that's what I say. Like,
scenery is like it's like the views are just like amazing.
okay, so you don't care about it being like warm and hot.
I would
And like,
prefer it being warm. Like I would still say like I like California beach the best,
okay,
but Oregon is really really pretty too. I think the West Coast beaches are better than East Coast. I've only been to
seeing.
here once. I went to Delaware. We went to Delaware like a month or two ago.
Okay, because I've been to Hilton Head, South Carolina,
Oh yeah,
and Banks, North Carolina, and those are nice beaches.
yeah. I feel like that's the most popular around here. Like people go to North Carolina, so maybe we just need to go there. Like
Yeah.
Maryland and Delaware beaches. Like I was like, I like California better, but
I think that aren't like East Coast beaches supposed to be warmer too than like
I don't
like
know.
I feel like I've heard that, but yeah, while you're living on the East Coast, you'll have to.
Yeah, we need to try it out and see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I also like I would love to go to Hawaii. Um because I feel like I my inner I feel like in another life I would have been Polynesian. I'm like obsessed with like that like culture. I think it's like so
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
I would love to like
Be like a surfer girl.
yeah, and just like yeah, I like that vibe. I
Hmm.
like that. But you're more of a mountains person, are you?
Well, I do like the mountains, but just like when I think of vacation, I don't necessarily want to be like sitting on a beach the whole time. I like exploring, like, I think I'd rather go to like museums and like see different sites.
Okay.
But no, I'm not like a big like camper or hiker either. So
Yeah.
hopefully I'm an inside girl.
An inside and a city girl.
Yeah. Or on a golf course where nature is manicured and
Yes. I would like that too. I'm not like a mountains nature girl at all. You probably heard on another episode that I just like don't like
oh, hate bugs. Yeah.
bugs.
Yeah.
Um, okay. Last but not least, um, what is your favorite holiday slash what are you most looking forward to about like the holidays this year, like plans wise?
My favorite holiday probably okay, I would say Christmas, but maybe it's because this is Thanksgiving week. I'm really pumped for Thanksgiving. I like I just really love my family's Thanksgiving, and it's nothing special. Like we don't do anything out of the ordinary. I just love a good Thanksgiving feast and some pie and mashed potatoes. Um so yeah, it's just like I don't know, just something comforting about Thanksgiving. It's so nice and cozy.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about it. You guys are flying to Idaho in the next couple days, right? For Thanksgiving?
We're staying here actually, but we are flying to Idaho for New Year's.
Okay, maybe that's what I was thinking of. Because I know you were trying to decide like how you're gonna
Yeah, we were trying to figure out how to like split everything up.
split your time, yeah.
Yeah. Well, first I do have to say I'm glad you said Thanksgiving because I I love Christmas, but I always say Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday
Yeah.
because it's
I
just
don't
it's like cozy and you're with like your family. That there's something about it.
it and it's like I don't know. I think the Christmas, you know how sometimes like you're so excited for your birthday and your expectations are so high. So then like
Yeah.
it's easy to be disappointed. I feel like Christmas can be the same way where you're like you think it needs to be perfect and like you have these really high expectations for it. And I'm not talking about like if I don't get everything I want, then like that's not what I
Yeah.
mean.
No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. But Thanksgiving, it's like the expectations are a little bit lower and it's not quite as much of an ordeal as Christmas is.
Yeah.
So then it like exceeds my expectations. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then it kicks off like the Christmas season too. So
That's true. And like when it's Thanksgiving, Christmas is still coming, and so it's like
right.
exciting. Where I feel like Christmas is so fun, but then I just like already I feel like I'm anticipating that like after Christmas is over, I'm gonna be so sad.
No, yeah, me too. Especially because after Christmas, it's like tax season again.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like having the Sunday scaries, but like on a large scale, like
That's right.
scaries. Like, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm not looking forward
get
to that for you. That sounds
oh brother, that's all right. I've we're girl
you'll
boss.
survive. You got it. You already have made it like a whole year, so
That's right.
you can do anything.
What? Wait, when did you start again?
I
At
started
your
August 1st or August 2nd.
so
August.
you're up your like 6 month mark almost.
Yeah, I'm like almost 4 months.
Like after Christmas, you'll be
Yeah.
close. Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, so we're staying here for Thanksgiving and we're just doing something with our friends. Adam has a friend from high school actually. They're they're tight.
Oh,
And he and his wife just moved here for an internship, actually. So we're doing Thanksgiving with them because
totally
I
fun.
have no family around here. So
No, that's good that you guys have each other.
yeah. And then we're staying here for Christmas also. Just Adam and I were just like gonna have our own Christmas. It'll be so weird.
That'll be cute though.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a tree yet?
Yeah, we just got one.
Oh, good,
So
good.
I'm excited. Our first tree. We borrowed one last year from Adam's mom because we're like, well, we're gonna be moving and we don't want to like take a tree with us for the whole road trip. So we just borrowed like a little mini one that she had. So now it's like, okay, we have our first official tree and our new place. So anyway, we're gonna be here for Christmas and then we're just flying to Idaho for like 5 days for New Year's. And that's
That'll be
yeah. So I'm glad that we're going. But it will be weird to not be there for like Thanksgiving or Christmas. So
yeah. It'll be a cool experience though, probably.
yeah. Yeah, I know. Like I have no idea what we're gonna be doing like next year in a couple years. Like
Yeah.
it's just like up in the air right now. You probably feel like that too. So
Um, yeah, crazy. I can't believe I just remember being at Idaho State and we were talking about like you guys were moving to DC and I moving to Texas and now it's like we've been in these new cities for a while now.
yeah, now we're like well into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so weird.
I'm proud of us. We did it. We did what we said we would do.
I know. Look at all the things we've accomplished.
Yeah. You have a podcast. That's honestly awesome.
And you have an almost yoga certificate. So
Right. I have like 200 hours. 100 hours to go.
almost there.
Wait, you a behind the scenes traffic jam question.
Okay.
Where did your like song come from? Because it's really you made it?
Kind of. I found some different sounds and I cut them together.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was like someone wrote it for you or like it was free on the internet.
Yeah. I had to buy the rights to some different like sounds. So like I watched some videos on how to start a podcast. There's a channel called Buzzsprout that like I watched that I got a lot of information from and they were just talking about like intro clips and stuff and talked about I can't remember what it's called, Audio Jungle or something. And you go on there and I just like listened to a bunch of different and I had no idea what I wanted it to sound like and but I thought it would be fun to like have like the honking.
Yeah.
Like a honk sound and then I found like a couple different sounds I liked and then I just like bought the rights to them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a few dollars each or something.
Oh wow.
And then I just like downloaded them onto my computer and I figured out like how to use GarageBand and I just like cut the clips together to sound like how I wanted it to. And then now I just save it as one like sound clip and then I just insert that into like all of my episodes.
That's cool. I didn't know it. Yeah, that's cool that you just put it together all by yourself.
Yeah, it was fun. I didn't ever think I could do techie stuff like that, so it was kind of fun.
Oh yeah.
Also, someone made my cover for me. Adam has a friend that does like that digital art.
Mhm.
And so I like kind of knew what I wanted. I wanted to be like in the car. And so I had Adam like take a picture of me like in the car. And then I sent this girl that and she was like so nice and like made it for me in like the digital way.
Wow. Yeah. No, honestly, yeah, it's like very professional, like the song and the cover art.
Oh, thanks.
I like it.
Fun to do. It was like hard to get all of that together at first, but now that it's like done, I'm like, okay, I'm glad I did it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks. Also, well, I was gonna say you said at the beginning that you were single, and I was gonna say something about I know there are some good cool guys out there. They just need to find you in Texas. Because guys, Issa's really so cool. Like I hope you can tell in this podcast episode that she's kind of a celebrity in my eyes.
Oh my god.
I just think she's so cool. And I want everybody to know. So
that was the real reason she had me on, to try to find me a boyfriend. So no.
Okay, well, the outro then that we usually do is like, you're not the only one who da 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 da, because we want our people to know that they're not alone. So, do you have any words? Oh, we could do. You're not the only one who girl bossed too hard. Just
that
like
is what I was thinking. So that's perfect. Do I get to say it?
Yeah, say it.
Okay. You're not the only one who girl bossed too hard, and now people expect things of you.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Everybody, thanks for listening. Make sure you follow the Traffic Jam podcast on Instagram so you can see some pictures I'll be posting this week. I'll post a picture that I took of me and Isa on this Zoom, and also a picture of your Sailor Moon costume. So you won't want to miss out on that. Okay, everyone. Talk to you in a couple weeks.
Bye.